So maybe at some point you have probably wanted to know a bit more about Arduino, and you can see all of these millions and millions of projects that you can do with Arduino. And when you search for Arduino projects on YouTube, especially Arduino projects for beginners, you have absolutely no idea how long is it going to take to make the project, or maybe perhaps how hard the project actually is. Like, is it really for beginners or is it just for intermediate? And in this video I would really like to go through some projects and tell you my opinion on how difficult the project actually is and how expensive it is going to be. And yeah, let's get started. Okay, so first up we have 15 great Arduino projects for beginners by MIDI-Controller. I have no idea how to spell that. Okay, so the first project is basically a buzzer. If you hit the fire with this thing, it'll buzz. This is a pretty easy project to do, but you don't actually need an Arduino to do that. You could just use a couple of batteries and a buzzer to do the entire project. But basically in this project, the person who is doing this is making some sounds when you hit the metal with the rod. Okay, so for this video I have created my own scoring system for the Arduino project, and basically what I wanted to score is time, difficulty of the hardware, software, the price of the project, and how useful it is. So for this project, the time that you need to spend on it is really short. You can do it in a couple of hours max a day, and the hardware is really simple. You just have some electricity running through. Software, you don't even need an Arduino with this, so software wise this is really simple. You don't even have the code, so it would be pretty simple, and it is really cheap. You can just get those parts from a trash can. And for the usefulness, this isn't, in my opinion, that useful of a project because you don't even need the Arduino. But if you are learning for basic electronics, it would be higher, but like this is Arduino project, so if you don't even need an Arduino in the project in the first place, I would score it really low. For the total score, it is really low altogether, because I don't think that this is the best project to teach you the basics of Arduino. So yeah, let's go to the next project. Okay, so next up we have this MIDI controller, and I wouldn't recommend going with this tutorial because this works in the principle of that you need an external MIDI converter, and I would highly suggest using MIDI USB. Nowadays pretty much every MIDI keyboard has a USB connection, so why should you use an external MIDI converter? Because you can basically, if you want to do this project, I would recommend following this tutorial from Nerd Musician, and like I wouldn't recommend following this tutorial at all. So instead of scoring the MIDI-Controller project or the projects that the channel reviewed, I would like to score the Nerd Musician's project, and I think that like for time it's gonna take 1 week on average, and for the hardware it's quite simple except for the buttons, because you probably need a lot of them. Unless you are doing it just one button, and it's really simple. And the software, I would say it's like in the middle. It isn't really simple, but like it isn't the most complex thing in the world, so it's in the middle. So it would be a new challenge for you if you want to learn C++. And for the price of it, it is pretty much in the middle, in the 1/3, because you probably need to buy an Arduino Leonardo or just Pro Micro. I don't remember, but like the one that can work as a USB device, so you need that. So this won't work with all of the Arduino, so keep that in mind. And for the usefulness, I would say that I made this project once and I used it for a while, but like I just bought my own MIDI controller. So basically, if you would make something similar to my MIDI controller, then it would be really useful. Total is a bit better than the last project, but like still it's not that great. Okay, so I think that we should stop the video right here, and I think that this format would be much better if we're doing like only one project per video. And if you have any suggestions on this kind of videos, let me know in the comments, and if you have any project suggestions, let me know. And like, yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.